So, I'm going to start off this video with a couple of thanks. Thanks number one to Miss Big Boobs O'Reilly, my wife, for cleaning the monstrosity that was my desk. And second, I'm going to thank Henry Hunter, a friend of mine from Facebook. I did a trade with. Traded quite a few items, and he built me one of the most amazing Hackintosh computers probably ever conceived. So, with that said, on to the first impressions. So, it's been a minute since I've done a first impression. It's been a minute since I've done a video. The reason being, it's just kind of boring out there. There's not a lot of new, exciting things out there. You know, I kind of got resolved to, you know, enjoying like a Chi-Yu with a K-Fun light, and not a lot out there that's really been interesting lately. So, you know, not really a break, just waiting on the right things to come across. I've got a couple of things I gotta do. I got the Pisces to do, the Pisces Mini to do. I got the Wolf mods to do. What else I got to do? I'm still having an internal struggle on whether or not to even review the Chi-Yu clone, the HCR one. But something exciting came in today. I was fortunate enough to get it to be able to buy this a week early. It came in today. I've already recorded the unboxing, so the unboxing will be right after the intro bumper. So what we're going to talk about today is the Evolved Wizard from Mark Bugs. And there goes Paisley, and here we go. Alright, so, still in the package, unopened. One thing that does irritate me is that let me get this piece of paper. I did not expect this.
It doesn't say anything about it on there.
It's actually not on here. I had a $21, what do they call it?
Brokerage fee.
I had a $21 brokerage fee on what's in this bag. So what was already $548 turned up another 21 bucks. But let's see if it was worth it. So we'll cut her open and see what we got. I'm excited! I'm excited! Another bag. Alright. Let's see what we got in this bag. Oh! I don't know if this is going to be upside down or right side up. Just quick shout out to my buddy Alana over at J Wraps. I'm sure a wrap for this will come soon. But before I open this, I'm going to get my expectations high, because my only complaint so far with DNA20 tubes is the length of them. But I know these guys are really good at making big things small. So, to give ourselves a reference, got my America LE one-of-a-kind Caravella here for size comparison, 18500 mode. So let's see what an 18500 Wizard Evolved looks like. Oh, is that even possible? It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I'm speechless at how beautiful this is, and it doesn't weigh anything. I've got a Chi-Yu clone here to also compare it with. So, overall length, it is about, I would say, a half an inch longer than the Chi clone, maybe 3/4 of an inch longer than a Caravella 18500. So just as I sort of expected, the Wizard Evolved is definitely small. Well, that's the unboxing. I guess now we'll go to a first impressions. Man, it's beautiful. It is so beautiful. We will be right back. So, that was the unboxing. I paid for this thing probably 2 weeks ago. It was not cheap. It is probably, on the retail side, the most expensive device on the market. Now, there are things out there like Caravellas and things that fetch up a higher price, I guess, in the second-hand market, the perceived value market. But on the retail side, this is by far the most expensive device I've ever bought. It was 399 euros, which translated out to, with PayPal's conversion, $548, I think. And then when it got here, there was another $20.70 brokerage fee. I'm assuming that was a customs duty that UPS paid, and they just called it a brokerage fee, so I'm assuming it was a customs duty. And you know, I have to say, I think I said all this back when I did all the Wizard stuff, the Wizard Apprentices, the Wizard TI, that Mark and Bugs, I guess, as a pair, they're really good at making big things small. And so, you know, I've had a couple of DNA20 tubes so far. I've had the Cyborg, which generally just was, it felt like a monstrosity. It was just huge. Made of aluminum. And I understand aluminum, you know, adds weight, or it allows the device to be made lighter. But it felt a little cheap. I never even reviewed it. I actually didn't keep it very long. It went pretty quick. The elevator DNA20 tube mod was smaller than the elevator. No, the elevator was smaller than the Cyborg, but I mean, it was a brick. I mean, it was the heaviest, as far as build quality, just the most sturdy feeling device I'd ever owned. And so I really didn't know what to expect with this, and I mean, it feels so nice. I didn't really know what to expect because I felt like I had what felt like, and I don't want to say cheap, because the Cyborg's not cheaply made. It's just thin aluminum feels that way to me. Now, I'm not saying that it is a cheap device, because it's not. It's a decent DNA20, but it's really big. Versus the elevator, you know, like I said, big, clunky, heavy brick. So I didn't know what to expect. I thought it would be somewhere in the middle, and I did have absolute really high hopes on the Wizard Evolve, because I know, like I said, Mark and Bugs are good at making big things small. And so during the unboxing, I was very excited because it's smaller than the elevator in 18500. This with an 18500 is smaller than an elevator with an 18350 in it. That in itself is a feat of engineering. It's made out of titanium, so it's still got that lightness of the aluminum with a lot sturdier metal. And so, how does it vape? I am just running this at 14 watts with a 0.8 ohm coil. This is an immortalizer. This is an immortalizer with, I think, a 5 wrap of 0.6 gauge ribbon wire. Like I said, 14 watts, 0.8 ohms. It's firing at 3.6 volts. Somebody's at the door. I'll be right back. I really don't even know where I was before that knock at the door from DHL, and I just don't understand these Chinese vendors or these Chinese manufacturers. I don't sell anything. I don't review generally ego stuff, and I get a package in the mail with the Seago, whatever the hell that is. I don't know, we're having a vape meet this weekend. I'm sure I'll give it to somebody. Anyway, so, Mark Bugs. Good at making big things small. And for the price, that's a tough one for me. But I'm just going to say there's really one word to describe, for me, the Wizard Evolve, and that word is elegance. It is the most Oh, it's just, it's beautiful. I mean, it's like you don't want to touch it, you don't want to use it. It's just elegant. Is it worth the money? You know, they say, I'm a little out of focus here. I would say a Ford Taurus will get you down the road. A Ferrari will get you down the road too. And there's a market for both of them. The craftsmanship, the machine quality, it's flawless. It's mint. It feels elegant. Elegant is the perfect word for it. I do have one complaint. Outside of the price, I know it could be a reach for some people. And I don't know, I'm not going to complain about the price. I'm not upset that I paid $560 for this, because I paid more than that for just a mechanical mod that was rare and high-end and all that. So I'm not going to complain about the price. My only complaint is I wish they would have done 20 millimeters or 21 millimeters or 22 millimeters. Either 22 or 20. The 21 really throws me off because I can't really get that smooth, clean line finish that's my personal preference. But there is extremely enough good to make up for that. I'm not going to put a K-fun on this and have it overhang, have the 1/2 millimeter overhang all and then make it that long. I'm just not going to do that. You know, I'm going to use this. I'm not going to take this out either. I'm not going to sell it either. This is my around the house stripper. I think that's what this will end up being. I would just fall apart if I was getting out of my car and I dropped this, or if I left it sitting on a table somewhere and I lost it. This is one that it would really hurt to break it, to damage it, because it was like 570 bucks. As far as a full review, I don't necessarily know that it needs a full review. I mean, a DNA20, there are millions of reviews on the DNA20, so really the only thing you're reviewing is the container. What is the DNA20 in? And when it comes to containers, I don't think anything anywhere comes close. I mean, even in the same country as the Wizard Evolved. So, one more vape. It's only 14 watts, 14 point, I'm not going to focus that, 14.1 watts. It is beautiful, it is elegant, it is one of my favorite things probably that I own. I do hope to see maybe some extension tubes for it. You know, if you buy the 500, maybe being able to buy the sleeve to make it 650. You know, I hope to see that kind of stuff, but other than that, I mean, this is a solid like 9.7 out of 10 for me. I absolutely love it. Mark Bugs, Dragos, you guys, this is out of the park. Phenomenal. It's Jamie JC West. This is what I got. I'm going to do the Caravella giveaway. What do I want to review more? I will give the Caravella away tomorrow, because I think we crossed 5,000 subscribers today. Tomorrow and whatever I review tomorrow. So I'm going to review something tomorrow and give away the Caravella. So if you guys haven't, look for the video that says update or change the Caravella contest. Be sure to comment on that video, because I'm going to draw a number, whichever comment corresponds with it. Only one comment counts, guys. Whichever comment corresponds with that number, getting the Caravella, number 162, not a star. And so it's what I got, Jamie JC West. Generally not much on Facebook. I'm just kind of doing the video thing and letting it float out there on its own. Generally just around YouTube. And be strong, vape on. See you again next time.